What is going on, guys? We are back here for episode number 4 of this FIFA 21 career mode, and this one is going to be a big one because we are starting off with a big game against PSG in the Champions League group stage. Doesn't matter that it's a group because this is a big team, one of the best in the world. So it's going to be a challenge for us. We can definitely prove something in this game. And then later in this episode, we are going to not just have this big game against PSG. We're going to have a game against West Ham. We are going to have the first Manchester derby of the season. And then maybe get through a couple games here in late October that maybe we could get away with simming. But either way, if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I'll keep bringing more content to you. But yeah, let's first talk about our season objectives, though. So, looking at our season objectives, obviously Manchester is still red because we have not lost to them this season. But we haven't played them, so it doesn't really matter. But that could change this episode. And then Jadon Sancho, he can definitely step it up as he only has 3 goals and assists combined. He has 1 goal and 2 assists out of 25 total that his goal is to get. So he's got to start stepping up and getting more goals and assists. De Gea does have 3 clean sheets out of 15. So I think he's on a good track right now. But he's got to keep stepping it up because it's only going to get harder from here. We do have 1 goal off the bench, but obviously if we can keep getting more and more, maybe if we can get like 2 in 1 game, that'll help a lot. But for now, we're not doing terrible. And then for the group stage, no sweat, we have not lost a game in the group, but there's still 5 more games to go, including 2 against PSG. And then obviously the Theater of Dreams one is for later. But either way, let's get into this one against PSG. And by the way, if you're wondering about press conferences, post-match interviews, and even training, I am doing all that stuff just like off camera because I don't want to waste the video time of doing that. But as you can see, I have been training players and things like that. As you can see, players are increasing in their overall. McTominay's increased 1, a few other players. Maguire's increased 1, Van de Beek's increased 1, Martial has increased 1, Rashford's increased 1, and there's a bunch of others, and I'm just changing up the training. I'll maybe show it to you once in a while, but for now, I'm not showing you all that much, because there's no point in it. Now, for this game here, you can see my lineup is making, there's an interesting decision I have played. I am playing Upamecano in here instead of Lindelof because Lindelof lately has not been at his greatest, and I feel like Upamecano might have a better chance as he's younger and more of the future. But we'll see what happens. You can see their team is strong. Neymar, Mbappe, Navas, Verratti, Lacazette in the midfield. That doesn't quite make sense, but Di Maria, former Man United player. So we're going to see what happens here, but let's get into this one. The biggest game so far of the Champions League, no doubt about it for us. Here we are. It is the first Champions League game that I'm playing, the first Champions League game of the season against PSG, the first one in Old Trafford, which is going to be big, and it would be nothing much better than beating a team like PSG at home at the beginning in the Champions League group stage. But it's not going to be an easy one because we know the talent PSG have, but we have the talent of our own. We're going to see what happens here. It's a big one, so let's get right on into it. We remember the last time these two teams met in the Champions League. We remember PSG won 2-0. They won 2-0 on the road in Old Trafford. We looked down and everything. But in that second leg, we came back. This is obviously different. It's not the knockout stage, but every game matters. We cannot drop points. We should be getting second, given that the other two teams aren't that great, but you never know. I'm going to try to play Rashford long here, on the outside. This is what we can exploit here. Rashford using his speed. I'm actually going to try to cross it to Martial. Martial's there, and it's there! Oh my goodness! It's another counterattack goal. It's another goal for Anthony Martial. That cannot be drawn up better. That is absolutely insane. They counterattack. Bruno Fernandes, a nice through ball on the outside to Marcus Rashford, and a perfect pinpoint cross to Anthony Martial. Puts his head to it. No chance for Navas. 1-0. Let's keep this up, and we're going to walk out of here with a victory, but there's still a long way to go. Oh, what a ball from Luke Shaw to find Rashford. I'm telling you, exploiting this outside is what we can do best. Here's Rashford. Oh, he's completely done the defender there. Rashford going inside to Bruno Fernandes. It's a second goal. This This Rashford is doing insane. Rashford, he doesn't have a goal, but he has 2 assists. Man of the match. He's created both chances. Bruno keeps his consistent goal-scoring streak alive. He scores. He doesn't score 2 times. He doesn't score 3 times all of a sudden. He scores 1 every single game. And Rashford, who's their right back? I don't even know. I know Juan Bernat's their left back. Whoever your right back is, at Kehrer, whoever it is, you are getting burned. And Bruno Fernandes, right place, right time. Navas can't do anything about that. 2-0. This is what I like. See, I'm even clapping about it. Van de Beek. Oh, what a challenge from Van de Beek. And maybe we can start a counterattack, because that's what we're best at. Bruno Fernandes, not the fastest player, but it'll work. But I'm going to find Sancho here. Jadon Sancho. He has plenty of space. Sancho! Oh, he's at the post. Rashford, I'm trying to click. Oh, you're kidding. So beginning of the second half, it's 2-0. Rashford couldn't control it to make it 3-0, and they've had a few chances either way. So the game's completely not over, because we know what PSG can do. You can think of it as PSG's playing us in the Champions League. The last thing they remember in the Champions League against us was that comeback. And so if they can come back, they want to come back on us. Obviously, it's the group stage, but still, everything counts. But either way, towards the beginning here, Maguire's going to get it clear after a cross, I think, from Neymar, and we should be fine. So corner now, going to be taking it. I actually don't know who just took it. And what? Are you kidding me? Who just scored that? Is that Icardi? What is Maguire doing there? And Pogba. So I was controlling Pogba there. I click circle to clear it, and I think Pogba's head misses it, and then Maguire's just acting like a baby. Yeah, so I miss it with Pogba, and then Maguire's getting out-muscled by Icardi of all players. This is Maguire, our captain, the guy who's supposed to head it and get it clear on these type of things. But he completely messed up. So time just flies a lot, during, the second half when I'm supposed to be making subs, but time just flies and we're already in, the 80th minute, and we haven't made any subs. What I'm going to do here, Van de Beek hasn't been in his greatest. I'm going to bring on McTominay for more of that, defensive type player, and then also I am going to bring off Martial and give some fresh faces, in the attack, and I'm going to actually bring on Jack Grealish here and move Rashford, who's done really well in this game, up to striker. I think that'll help, and besides that, nothing else for now. Oh, they've given it right to us here in a golden opportunity for us. They've given the ball right to us. Rashford's taken down by Kimpembe, and that is a penalty. Yes, 100% penalty. I'm trying to take the shot. Kimpembe tries to completely play Rashford's legs there, not even going for the ball. Kimpembe, the one who got the handball and gave the penalty for Rashford to score, a few years ago for, the comeback. And now here we are. Penalty is earned by Rashford. I'm going to be taking this one with Bruno Fernandes. I'm going on the right-hand side here. Bruno Fernandes to take this one. And it's a perfect penalty. It does not get much better than that. Top right corner, basically. And Bruno Fernandes, that could be the icing on the cake. It's now 3-1. Excellent job for Rashford. Rashford basically has 3 assists. He got the direct 2 assists in the first goals, and drawing the penalty basically counts as an assist. And for the last step of the game, I'm actually going to bring on Brandon Williams just to give him some experience. Oh, look who's in wide open space here. Jadon Sancho, as their back four kind of went narrow. Sancho, I'm going to try to play a ball, and Sancho, you know what? He hasn't been at his greatest, to be honest. He hasn't, I think, proved his value of 180 million yet. But either way, final seconds of the game, and there it is at home. The first home game of the UCL, first big test in the UCL against one of the best teams in the whole entire world. We take down 3-1. Definitely a convincing victory. Rashford deserves man of the match in my opinion. And yeah, we're now at the top of our group, and there we go. So after the game, we get a message from Pogba, and he's happy that we've, seen his value and we've given him a new contract. So for this next game here, our players are slightly tired, but the game after this one against West Ham against City, I think is over a week away. So as you can see, we're using our normal starting squad. I'm going to put Lindelof in for Upamecano. Not that Upamecano played bad at all against PSG. He played very well, but let's give Lindelof a chance here against West Ham. Now, Grealish is on the left and Rashford's on the right, because if you remember, I did that dirty red card against Sheffield United. We still won, got a clean sheet, but because of that, Sancho is going to be banned for this game. But either way, let's get into this one against West Ham. We're slightly back still from that Champions League spot, so if we win this, we're just going to keep on pushing as high as we can go in that league. And so look at this. Before the game, they're already talking about Anthony Martial. 8 goals in the Premier League, I think in what, 7 Premier League games. So they're just going to talk about him as the leading scorer. And yeah, he's a leading scorer, simple as that. But here it is, the game. We are playing in the London Stadium. West Ham, we're on the road. West Ham is perceived as the worst team, but that means absolutely nothing. Against PSG, I guarantee you we are considered the worst team, but we ended up coming out on top. And this is how it works, you know? Teams are favored, but they don't always win. But we got this one against West Ham, and if we want to prove ourselves, you know, Champions League, right? That's our goal this season, obviously. And if we want to stay at that Champions League spot, we have to constantly keep on winning. We cannot be dropping these little points. Because if we drop a win to 5-6 teams, that's going to cost us like 10-11 points at the end of the game. So we cannot be dropping these silly points like we did against teams like Brighton or Sheffield or even Tottenham. They are a good team, but we let them equalize late. As you can see, we're actually the top team when it comes to scoring in the Premier League, mainly because our first 2 games accounted for 11 of those 18, so the last 5 we've only averaged just over a goal. It's a big one against West Ham. We should be able to get the job done, so let's go out here and do that. Felipe Anderson, one of their biggest playmakers, to take this corner. Martial just gets it completely cleared. Only find Donny Van de Beek, and maybe we can start something here. Van de Beek's not the fastest to start something, but what I see is Marcus Rashford just going right down the field, bursting down the field, and Marcus Rashford, it is yet another counter-attack goal. They keep on happening, and Rashford is there at the end of it to score. It's simple as that. Martial, instead of just randomly clearing it, actually clears it to Van de Beek. Van de Beek turns away from his defender, delivers a perfect pass, and then Rashford just does the rest. A goal for him. He's actually put up a lot of goals. You know, Martial may be way above there at the top, but Rashford's pretty close actually to him. And with that, we've taken the lead 1-0. Let's go, and David Moyes, the former Man United boss, is definitely mad. Oh, here's Anthony Martial. That's a nice pass from Maguire on the header, and look who's fed through. Bruno Fernandes off the rebound, still misses because it's saved by the goalie Fabianski. Okay, another corner here. We've been getting closer. Let's see what Bruno Fernandes can do this time. He's going to deliver it in, and it comes to only fall to Lindelof, and I think that's going to be halftime. Yes, it is. In the end, I think, have dominated when it comes to chances. We've been so close, but it's only 1-0. One little chance from them, one little mistake, and we're then all of a sudden tied with them. Here's Pablo Fornals for them. Van de Beek's trying to get the ball from them. Still Pablo Fornals shielding the ball pretty nicely, but eventually Van de Beek pokes it away. Only find Luke Shaw, and then all the way up to Grealish somehow, who sends a perfect ball to Anthony Martial. Someone's just got to get into the middle here. I'm waiting for somebody. I'm going to send it back to Grealish. I'm looking for someone, and it's a penalty. He's been taken down 100%. That is a penalty any day of the week. Yes, that should be a card as well. Excellent play from Grealish there. I mean, nice flick back from Martial, and then Grealish just goes right by him, and we've earned a penalty. Hoping to make one here. Bruno Fernandes. It's saved. It's in stoppage time now. 2 additional minutes of stoppage time, and looks like Snodgrass is onside. In fact, Williams is trying to block it. Just get it clear. Get it clear. What a header from Williams. And they still have a chance here. Are the refs going to blow the whistle? They better. Are the refs ever going to blow the whistle? The refs aren't blowing the whistle, and finally they do. We hang on. I shouldn't say hang on, but we win 1-0. It's not those type of 1-0 games where we score and we just had to hang on for our lives. Like, I think, dominant. I mean, look at this. They had 1 shot only. We had 14 total. Yeah, maybe possession, but it's what it is. In the end, we ended up winning 1-0. Van de Beek gets man of the match, and that's what we like to see. So outside the window, we do get a transfer offer for Diego Dallo, which I am going to accept. As long as he accepts that, he will be moving away to Portugal, you know, his home country, in January. So we have arrived for the first Manchester derby of the season. And here it is. You can see the team I'm running with is the usual starting team. I am liking to play Upamecano over Lindelof at this point, so we are going to keep on running with that. Anthony Taylor's the referee. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't give any bad calls. But you can see the Manchester City team, they're a very strong team. I think they're currently second, but this is career mode broken for you because they are playing Saul at left back. Okay, yep, this is actually broken. But either way, first Manchester Derby, let's get into this big game. Here we are. Once again, another game at Old Trafford, but arguably considered one of the biggest games, if not the biggest at Old Trafford every single season. Yes, it's the Manchester Derby. Manchester United versus Manchester City. Who's the better Manchester team? Well, I guess we'll find out in this one. Currently in the table, you can see we are 5th, and City is 2nd, so we are 4 points. And so that's how the table's looking. It's still pretty early, so we can't make too much of a judgment, but it's pretty realistic. And you can see Aguero, they're saying, yep, okay, this makes no sense, because Martial has, like, 3 more goals, but they're talking about him instead. Okay, whatever. Point is, it's a big one against Manchester City. Looks like Bruno Fernandes is ready. We'll see what happens here. Remember, we do have an objective on the line called Manchester is Red. We cannot lose to Manchester City at any point in the season, or else that objective will be counted as failed. And remember, we can only afford to fail 2, because we need to get at least 4 out of 6 right. But either way, the Manchester Derby's kicked off. I do not know what number this is. It's like 180 something. But either way, first starts of the game, first passes of the game, and, you know, nothing going too much yet. Oh, and here's Bruno Fernandes after Shaw got rid of it to find Jadon Sancho. He's probably eager to play as he's going to feed Bruno Fernandes, and I'm just going to take the shot with him, but it goes over. Oh, here's Paul Pogba. Pogba is going to find Bruno Fernandes, and over the top for Paul Pogba. What is this? I must have timed it wrong. I did not click chip shot, I promise. I probably should have hit that later or earlier. I just completely mistimed the volley, so I got no power under it. Imagine if I scored that. What a goal that would have been in the Manchester Derby after the, you know, insane volley, after the insane flick from Bruno Fernandes. But it is what it is. Oh, that's a late challenge. That is a very late challenge. Come on. Yellow card, definitely. I don't know about that. One more time, you're getting sent off. That is a terrible challenge. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Finds Anthony Martial. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's nice 1-2 play. Bruno Fernandes opens the scoring in the Manchester Derby. 54 minutes in, and Martial and Bruno link up nicely with some passing. Nice 1-2 and back and forth, and it's a goal right there. 1-0 as we lead. You can see this right here. Oh, what a pass from Anthony Martial, and Bruno does the rest. What a finish. Ederson may have came out maybe at the wrong angle, but it's Bruno Fernandes. He'll shoot from any angle, and with that, it's 1-0. It's his 6th goal in the Premier League as he just consistently scores, as I tell you about. And yeah, now he's got to hold on and not make any mistakes. Let's go for that second one, in fact. 21-yard free kick. De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva stand on it. Looks like Bernardo Silva to take it. They're going to lay it off, get in front of it, and De Gea gives it the corner. De Bruyne this time to deliver it in. It's going to be a high arcing ball, and just trying to get it away here to Jadon Sancho. And Jadon Sancho, what is this control, man? You got to control it and run. What is this? We're trying to get the ball off them, but they keep it. And now here's De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. Let's see what he can do. Upamecano, I'm kind of scared to bring on a challenge because we saw what happened last time. And that is good passing. That is very good passing. I'll give them credit. That's what Pep Guardiola does best. And Rodri from the bench scores. Well, it's a Manchester Derby for a reason. I mean, this is the type of games it does. I mean, it's back and forth. It's 1-1. It's not over until the final whistle blows in the Manchester Derby, they say. Here's Wan-Bissaka. I'm going to try to play Jadon Sancho. That was not the pass I was looking for, but we actually have plenty of space here with Bruno Fernandes. And I'm waiting for Martial to make his run. What a pass from Bruno Fernandes to Anthony Martial, but it's hit the post. It's hit the freaking post. Are you kidding me? That was a chance. Okay, I think this is the final moments of the game here, unless we get something crazy up top here, which I don't think we will be, unless maybe Jadon Sancho to find no one. Well, there it is. The Manchester Derby ends in a 1-all draw. Back and forth. It's very exciting. I mean, it's a Manchester derby. It's a Manchester derby. It's pretty simple as that. So it's gonna be back and forth. It's gonna be exciting. Am I mad with the draw? No. I mean, definitely could have won, but you can see they had possession. But besides that, everything else was pretty equal. We actually had more shots. But in the end, it's a 1-1 draw in the Manchester derby. We get a message that the Chinese team that have Igalo on loan, they are unhappy with Igalo's playing time because it's messing up his player development. So they want us to give Igalo more games. In fact, I don't think I've actually played him in a single game. So for this one against Lokomotiv Moscow, you can see I basically changed the whole entire team. The only starters that have been left in the squad is Pogba, you know, that midfield control, and Wan-Bissaka out on the right. But besides that, we got Henderson in goal, Williams, Tuanzebe, and Lindelof. I mean, Lindelof's kind of a starter, but not really. And then we got Igalo up top, especially with the message we just got. And then we got Grealish, Mata, and Greenwood. Mata will captain the squad with his experience. And we got Pogba and McTominay in the middle. I am going to do a quick sim. On the bench, I do have players like Bailly and things like that haven't really played much, and also I have Daniel James. It's just like I can't even fit Daniel James into the second team because we have so much depth. But we are going to quick sim this one, see what happens against Lokomotiv Moscow. Hopefully we come out with the win here, and yes, we do. As you can see, we win 3-0. So after that game, Greenwood says, "Thanks for showing faith in me, even though he's not one of the big stars yet." And then Bailly says he needs to play more. And I understand where he's coming from, but we got 3 other center backs plus a youngster, Tuanzebe, in front of you, so it's kind of hard to get him game time. So for this one's against Southampton, I am going to put in Bailly and rest of Upamecano and Lindelof just because Bailly wanted some game time. And I'm going to put Grealish in the cam spot, which I don't think he's actually played in this season. And I'm going to drop Fernandes in a deeper role with Van de Beek and see how that works. And then Timothy Fosu-Mensah in the right back. We are going to be doing the new simulation mode for this one. So yeah, I'll basically show you highlights of it when, you know, there's a chance. Last time we did one of these ones, it was 0-0 against Brighton. I think our team can win this time, but anything can happen. So hopefully we can go out there and win. And looks like we get a foul here right on the edge of the box, and it's a penalty. It is a penalty, and that means, guys, I'm going to jump in for this. It was a penalty on Donny Van de Beek. I'm going to jump into this one, and what? Okay, what just happened? What just happened? Did you just see what happened there? I jumped into the game to take the penalty, but it did not let me shoot it with Bruno Fernandes. Can someone explain that? Control Bruno Fernandes for that penalty. It was only letting me control Martial. And now Bruno Fernandes has missed 2 penalties out of, like, what? 4? Or no, he's missed, like, 3 out of 4 or something this season. It's, like, terrible. Let me take the penalty myself. And either way, we have a chance here. Van de Beek! It's 1-0. There we go. There's Jack Grealish, and Jack Grealish goes for goal, and he finds Martial instead. It looked like he went for goal, but instead I guess he passed it to Martial, a brilliant pass, and Martial makes it 2-0. Here's Southampton here towards the end of the game, and they almost scored there. As the final moments of the game are coming here, we're looking to hold on to our clean sheet. And yeah, look, not quite there. But either way, at the end of the day, Van de Beek and Martial both get a goal, and we end up winning 2-0, keeping that nice clean sheet, which helps us for our objectives. So after that game, it looks like Jack Grealish is happy for listening to him because he wanted some playing time, you know, because he thought he deserved it. And he went out there and I think provided some, I think maybe an assist there or something. But either we have this one against Preston North End here, and that's going to be the last game of the episode. We're not going to play it. It's going to be another one that we sim, but I'm not going to be using the first team just because, yeah, for obvious reasons. I am going to bring on Lindelof and pair him up with Upamecano here and see how that goes. I'm also going to give Williams a chance here for Shaw, because Shaw's been playing a lot lately. I am going to give Dean Henderson a chance in goal, and then for the midfield, it's going to be a Pogba-McTominay combination, and then Greenwood is going to go up top. Daniel James will then slot in on the right side, and you know what? No, I feel like I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring Igalo on, and then put Greenwood on the right-hand side, and then move James to the left and Igalo to play, because I think Igalo deserves some time. So we should be able to get the job done, and we definitely do. A 4-1 win. Williams scores, Fernandes scores, and Fernandes scores Actually, Fernandez scores a hat-trick, and Williams gets a 4th. Oh my goodness. Well, Fernandez must have been mad after missing that penalty in the last game, and we're on to round 5 of the Carabao Cup. So that is going to be it for episode number 4, and quickly taking a look at our season objectives. It was not, it was okay episode. Manchester is Red is still on since we did not lose to Manchester City. Jadon Sancho, though, man, he's played 11 games now, looking at his appearances on the squad up, and he's only gotten 1 goal and 2 assists, and he needs to prove his worth because he has not proved it yet. I mean, why do we have signed him? He's not doing much yet. Maybe we should have just not signed him at this point and kept Greenwood and James, but he's not proven his worth yet, so hopefully he can step up. David De Gea ends up getting 2 more clean sheets in this episode, so he's at 5 out of 15. Probably on a nice track to finish, I would say, at this point. And then super subs, we did not get any off the bench to score, so we're still at 1 out of 7. And then we did not lose a game in the group stage, and the other objective does not count yet. But that is going to be it for episode number 4. We got through a good amount of games, really. We got through the PSG one, which was back in September. We got to the one against West Ham, we got to the Manchester Derby, and we simmed just a bunch right now. All wins except 1 draw. And in that next episode, you'll be seeing us playing this one against Fulham, maybe even simming it. We actually, we've had a pretty, easy stretch ever since after that Man City game. We had Lokomotiv Moscow, Southampton, Preston, and now we have, Fulham, Lokomotiv Moscow again, and then Wolves, which might be a tough one. But definitely in that next episode, we are going to get to this big one against Liverpool. So stay tuned for that one, as we're going to probably end the next episode around Thanksgiving break. But that is going to be it for episode number 4. At the end of this episode, we have played 10 games in the Premier League so far, sitting at 5th. But we're only 1 point back from 4th and 2 back from 3rd, so it's still pretty early here, as Liverpool seem to have an early advantage. That's going to be it for episode 4, as I've said for the 20th time. And subscribe if you like the content, like the video if you like it, because that is what it's for. And I'll see you guys on that next video. Bye bye.